All right, welcome my friends to the shop. Today I wanted to do a little follow-up on my last video, which was working on this Peugeot Orient Express, where I took out and serviced the bottom bracket. Now, I wanted to go over some of the tools, the specialty tools that are needed to take care of that kind of maintenance. It's the kind of tools that not every basic mechanic has, especially like a modern mechanic who's maybe working on current bikes, current bottom brackets with the external bottom bracket bearings. So that's what I'm going to go over today for our Tool Tuesday. I'm going to go over the specialty tools that you might need to service your 80s or even 90s bottom brackets. So I've laid out the tools that I used in working on the Peugeot Orient Express, as well as a few tools that are needed for other bottom brackets, as well as some bottom bracket examples. So first off, one of the tools that I used was this box spanner, which was used to remove the bearing cup on the drive side of the Peugeot's bottom bracket. And this spanner is made to fit over these. It's a real basic tool. And typically this is on the drive side. It's a cup that's made so that it butts right up against the bottom bracket, and the other side then creates the tension on it, which is where you need the other two tools. Now this box end spanner also has a pin spanner tool that allows you to hold the pins in place and then adjust the lock nut. With the pin spanner, my pin spanner is broken, which is why I didn't use it. So let's grab this one that I did use. The pin spanner you use then to set the cup in the correct place, and you use the lock nut tool to lock down that lock ring against the bottom bracket housing on the frame. And that then holds that in place after you've set the correct tension for the bottom bracket so that it spins freely with the bearings. Now, I have another example. This is a Synchros bottom bracket from the same era, perhaps. It actually has sealed bearings in it, but it has lock nuts on both sides and cups that you can set the tension on. So on this one, you can set the tension from both sides and get that perfect placement, doing it exactly the same way as with that other bottom bracket. Now, as we move into the 90s, we started getting sealed cartridge bottom brackets. You can see this one says, let's get it to focus there. It says sealed cartridge unit from Shimano. And this one, we started to use then this bottom bracket tool. This is the Park Tool BBT 22 that has all these spline teeth that fit right inside, matching splined teeth on the inside of these lock rings. So this one then would thread in. Actually, it'd thread this way because it's reverse threaded on the drive side. And then you would then set the remaining side, which basically just holds it in place, and it's adjustable depending on where, but you tighten this down using the exact same tool on the other side. Sometimes there's a lock ring here to set the tension, but it's not really needed. On this bottom bracket, which is another later 90s, early 2000s, we've got the splined bottom bracket, but the sealed cartridge unit is essentially the same. You've got a cup on one side, on the non-drive side in this case again, and it uses that exact same tool still. But you do have an option on this other side. You can either use this splined bottom bracket tool on the inside, or you did have an option of using this specialty tool. This looks like a lock ring. It's similar looking, but we have this other tool that then goes in place. So there's a few options in those 80s and 90s of different tools, but for the 80s and 90s though, most of your mountain bike bottom brackets will be serviceable with the tools that I've shown you here. I say most, and so before you go out and buy any of them, make sure you check see if they match any of these bottom brackets that I've shown you here. And if they do, then you likely will be able to service them with these tools. I'll list them in the description below with links, Amazon affiliate links, to the different tools so that you can go purchase them if you're interested. As Amazon affiliate links, anything that you do purchase, I do get a small commission from Amazon, which helps support this channel. So if you're into doing that, go check that out, follow them, and you can pick up the tools. I also want to give a shout out real quick to Park Tools. They're a great partner for this channel. They've been a long-time partner. They're really great guys. They make heirloom quality tools, and which I love. I love tools that are made to last, or even when they break, that they're serviceable. You can replace the pin on this thing, which I need to do. So thank you, Park Tools. And as always, look for opportunities to give those old things new life. And I will see you on the next video. Ciao. And happy Tool Tuesday. Yeah.